Yes, we got him. We finally got him.
We got him.
So we got the Amalgum Omnibus. Legion's already here, and he says scored my copy as well. Bought it because I need the alternate endings. My first and last Omnibus purchase.
Your last? Oh, that's a shame. I'm sure they'll come up with a different one.
Yeah, I am. Hey, what's up, Taladia? And Taladia, if you, Taladia is a sixer, so he's singing this one out. I'm waiting. Maybe if this does well enough, they could at least reprint the JLA Avengers hardcover.
True.
I'm not saying redo the George Perez thing. I'm just saying give me a cover.
True.
Yeah, but yeah. So okay, so here's the story. I found out about this. I found out about this months ago that these were coming out, and
just my birthday. But thank you so much, Tavia.
Yeah, thank you. So, and Barry, yes, happy birthday, Robert. It's good to have you, buddy. Oh yeah,
40.
All right. So I found out about this, and like any person with a rational brain, they were like, "I need to pick this up because likely this will happen."
One-time deal.
Once they're out,
they're gone.
Yeah. So I was like, this opportunity, I'm not at all passing up. No, but particularly with someone like, with like the Versus Omnibus, because I never got any of these issues. I had a bunch of the Amalgams, but when these were both coming out, and I'm like, okay, now, you know what?
I had most of these, but the one I have the first.
Oh, okay. Hey, JJheat here.
Spider-Man, Superman. I was never gonna get that.
Yeah.
Never.
JJheat!
Flame on. How's everybody doing tonight? Happy birthday, Starman.
How much is, oh, by the way, how much are both omnibuses are 125. No, 150. 150.
Both are 150. That is correct.
But I got mine from InStock, and they give you a good discount. In fact,
I got mine from Organic Price Books, and they gave the DC versus Marvel one I got from Amazon for a discount, and then the Amalgam I got from Organic Price Books for a discount. I have all the Versus and Amalgam books. The bonus content alone makes the Omni worth it. Yeah, that is true. Because here's the thing with these things. They came with all the like behind the scenes like sketches and like interviews. So that alone, even if you have these, you want to get them.
Yeah. By the way, on InStock, they're both $87.
Okay, that's not bad for an omnibus. But
no, we said 150, not 250.
Yeah, we said 150. But here's the thing. Yeah, how much do I bet that once these sell out, these things will shoot up in price like 1,000?
How much you want to bet those two missing issues are going to shoot up now that people realize they're not in there?
Probably. But so the first thing that's kind of interesting about this, so we're doing the Amalgam one, is that so I got the Jim Lee cover because I got the Perez cover of the other one, because here's why. I wanted to get this one because I'm like, I want the cover that has Jim Lee drawing Darkclaw.
Right. Well, I got the original cover because I'm not much of a variant guy, and two, especially because, well, the cover gets cut off anyway. So since I already knew that the interior image was already in the book, I didn't need it.
Yeah. Tevia, 150 plus 150 is 300, not 250.
Yeah. Simple. Either way, it would be 300.
Yeah.
I paid. If it was 125, you'd be right.
Lee says I paid $100 before my shop to discount things through my LCS, and it ended up costing me $50 plus tax. You lucky bastard.
Lucky, but this many great mashups.
So let me. Okay, so which one's your favorite mashup? Because mine is, and you can't say Darkclaw.
No, Super Soldier.
Okay, I kind of could tell that. Mine is Steve Trevor and the Punisher, because they actually succeeded in making Steve Trevor an actually viable character that way.
If I had a backup, though, it would be Spider-Boy.
Spider-Boy is good. My other one is Iron Lantern, because Iron Man and Green Lantern, that's always really cool.
Yeah.
Legion says Speed Demon's always a go-to for me. How about you, JJheat? What was your favorite amalgam combination?
Dark Claw. That's obvious.
If you can't say Dark Claw.
Okay. All right. If I can't say the Wonder Woman and Storm mashup, I forget her name.
Amazon. Okay, wait. Robert, let's ask JJheat this. Okay, so JJheat, who would you mash Lois Lane with?
Okay, dude, I heard that.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one.
I asked
so
Jared.
horrible?
He kept on mixing DC characters with her.
Because I'm trying to pick one that would be humiliating.
Let's see.
Okay,
There's
no. Realistically, who would they combine them with?
I
MJ?
mean,
MJ's already combined with Queen Bee.
Okay. All right.
Behold?
I say
Okay, no, that's 2 on the nose.
no. I say Peggy Carter. We have
yeah, that's what Legion says because of Super Soldier. But remember, Super Soldier has to end up with Diana. We know that. I'm only kidding. I'm making
I'm
it.
about to say, well, technically, would he end up with
Lois Lane and Blob?
Okay, all honestly, here's a big question. Would he end up with Diana from the Bullets and Bracelets or end up with
Amazon?
I
would go with Diana. Well, here's the thing. Diana from Bullets and Bracelets is remarried to the Punisher.
Yep.
Well, it could always end very poorly.
Elektra's
already merged.
Yeah, definitely. And whatever reason, Daredevil and like they gender swap Deathstroke for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
That was a weird one.
Now, what do you guys think is the laziest one? Because mine is Dr. Doomsday.
I like that. I actually like.
No, it's cool. I'm just like, you couldn't have come up with a better name. That's like Trevor Barnes levels of lazy.
I'd argue the Hyena because it's literally just Joker Sabretooth.
Oh no, Bizarrenage.
That one's lazy. I'm like, what? What are you doing here? Swamp Thing and Man Thing.
No, actually, if I had to do one that was actually a main title,
no.
Bat Thing.
Yeah, but Tavia, they didn't do Swamp Thing and Man Thing.
No, they did
Man Bat and Man Thing. I kind of can see that. It's still lazy. Why doesn't Lobo the Duck get more love? We're getting to there. That's a combination where I'm like, when I think about it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that kind of works.
No, Lobo and Howard the Duck, not going to lie, that's a good mashup.
No, I mean, sorry. All right, go ahead.
No, the reason I say it's a good mashup is because both are incredibly crass. The only difference is Lobo's a bounty hunter, and to keep this PG for Jared's sake, Howard the Duck is kind of a pervert. I mean, other than that, they're basically 2 of the same person. So you're not changing anything.
But you know what I thought was the most obvious and brilliant one? So Ryan, if you know the backstory of the New Gods.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, that works really well. I'm like,
Kirby wanted to kill off Thor and replace him with the New Gods.
That works. By the way, so the other thing I really liked in terms of like Amazon and Diana, I like how they made Diana her own character still. They didn't just get rid of Diana.
Well, just like the Bruce Wayne Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, I really dig that because they could have obviously just done that and just said, Wonder Woman Storm is just Amazon, we're done. But it's like, I do think it is a little lazy that most of the a few of the mergings are like the ones that they just like fought. But I guess because Marvel doesn't have a lot of characters that are Wonder Woman level.
I have to agree with Tabby on that last one. I have to agree with it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make a lick of sense.
Yeah, I'm like, Ghost Rider and the Flash.
But you know what also was a brilliant mixture?
What?
The Silver Racer.
Yeah.
Where's Galactiac?
Mm-hmm. And let me ask you this, Robert. Which one would you merge with the Flash? And then I'll ask the same question to JJheat.
Technically they already have. Well, to be fair, they technically do have Quicksilver with Flash. It's just the Bart Flash.
Okay.
That's in JLX.
Yeah, okay. Because Bart. This was around the time Bart was the main Flash at the time. I got that one. I gotta say though,
some of these ones, like the Rogue merger, really doesn't look like much changed.
Mm-hmm.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Did they actually unalive Bart in that series, or was he just shelved for 2 years?
In the main DC universe?
I mean,
In the main DC book.
If you're talking about after he was the Flash, they did kill him, but it happened at the exact time as the JLA crossover. So clearly they had plans.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did Darkseid merge with Thanos?
Thanos.
Side. That just sounds like a crime that's killing Thanos. Thanoside.
I would say this. I prefer the Sorian design for Thanoside over the bullet and bracelet design. That bullet and bracelet design was so lazy.
Well, yeah.
Imagine the Super Wonder with Super Soldier and Amazon.
That would be interesting. I could factor that in. That'd be kind of
Yep.
cool. I know Britt would enjoy that because Amazon is basically Storm.
Mm-hmm. Which I gotta say, good John Byrne writing and story on that one.
Yeah, exactly. And good art, even though I did John Byrne's a bit of a pervert. Cameron says, happy birthday, Robert. Yes, Robert's birthday.
Yep.
So that's dope. And so
By the
yes.
way, can I tell you what my favorite part in the entire omnibus, in the entire Marvel vs. DC was? I love the shipping of Robin and Jubilee.
Yep, that was cool.
That was so adorable. Too bad he was already taken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was cheating on his girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
He was totally cheating on her, but they act like something that that's something that me and Pika realized when we went because we've gone over Batman Dark Detective. There was a point where they just didn't care if a hero cheated on their significant other. They treat it like, oh, whoever the hero's getting the other person, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Tavia asked question, and this is a hypothetical. If Marvel and DC brought back the Amalgam...
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Trinity and a good character, Tom King and a good writer. I'm only kidding.
Okay, let's be serious about this.
Ooh.
Be serious.
Let's start with Grail.
Grail.
That is,
and they don't have to be good guys.
They don't have to be good guys. Arguably, Grail should be merged with a villain.
Oh, well, it should be, yeah, but doesn't have to be.
Elektra?
No. Oh, wait. I think I have a good one here. Well, first of all, who else would you merge Superman with besides Cap?
It's a good question.
Because there was an alternative in the last Access mini, which was Superman with Thor.
I was about to say Superman and Thor would actually be really interesting.
Which became Thor L.
Oh, by the way, QT has a good one. Harley Quinn and Gwenpool. Harley Gwen.
Oh,
not bad.
Grail and Red Skull's daughter. What was her name?
Sin.
That would work.
That works. Oh, Grail and Hela.
But Hela's
more the same, but I see the argument.
And Tavia, Superman and Hyperion is like merging Superman with Superman.
It's the same concept.
Yeah, but to be fair though, they didn't stop him with some other characters they merged with. Again, Thor and Thanos.
Yeah, but we're improving it, Robert. We're improving.
Right, I know.
Spider-Man and the Flash is QT.
Wonder Woman and She-Hulk. No, Captain Marvel. Wonder Woman, Captain
Marvel. You mean Ms. Marvel, because in my continuity, she never became Captain Marvel.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. And it was kind of funny. When I was taking comic book drawing classes, we used to have who would, if they ever did like a DC Injustice, a DC versus Marvel Injustice game, it was always Wonder Woman versus Carol.
Batman and Daredevil. That's what should have been done. I'm sorry. The Batman Wolverine one made 0 sense.
At least maybe Batman and Cap.
Marketing-wise, it made sense.
But funny behind-the-scenes story. Go ahead.
Winter Soldier and Red Hood.
Duh!
There you go.
The
Red Soldier. Yeah, go ahead.
A funny behind-the-scenes story about Darkclaw. Jim Bell was tasked by a card company to say, we need you to do this secret project. Okay, sure, I'll do it. And yet he's waiting for these designs to come in. Tavia has a good one.
Batman Beyond and Spider-Man 2099.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
It's the same
It's the
thing.
constant-
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fine.
But,
I'll go with that.
anyway, as I was saying but Jim Bell, but he kept waiting, and he kept waiting. But he's like, so long as it doesn't get involved with my work. And Marvel came up to him and said, we have this other secret project we have a secret project for you to do as well. All right, we need you to design this character. And then once the character was designed, he would then provided it by the card company. In other words, he was waiting on himself to design the character.
That's great. I love that.
I
love that.
Oh, Amanda Waller, Nick Fury.
Use the new 52 design and give her an iPad. That's basically your combination right
but
there.
no one, to be honest, most people don't care for the new 52 design. They all, because she's supposed to be the Wall.
True. Oh, I got one. Iron Man and Batman.
Bane and Venom.
Ooh. And then this is gonna be really obvious. Joker and Carnage.
Yeah, that should have been a better matchup. Why make Joker and Sabretooth? I get the marketing and the pair.
Yeah, because it's not like Carnage didn't exist. They had Bizarnage.
But I think the Bizarnage one was more for the clone copy XP of it.
Yeah. Who would you mix Bizarro with?
Bizarro.
That's a hard one.
What kind of clone characters do they have? Ben Riley?
Not many.
Ben Riley.
Ben O'Reilly. Yeah, that's a solid one.
Benzaro.
Or Spyzaro.
Gamora and Big Barda. That is perfect.
Cheetah and Craven if it's the daughter.
Chaven.
Ooh.
Okay, but wait. If we don't have Superman with Captain America, who would Cap be with? That's a tough. If we can't, Batman was Daredevil. Actually, no, it'll be either Batman, Daredevil, or Batman and Cap.
Yeah, I can see that. Captain Batmanica.
Nah.
Would you... Wait, I got one. Who would you merge Emma Frost with?
Hero or villain?
Either one.
Let's do Talia! Talia!
Yes! Oh my gosh, Mac. Deathstroke and Steve Rogers. They're both super soldiers.
But yeah, so long as it's not Deadpool. So long... No.
No.
Wait. I got an idea. I'm trying to think of a good Ghostmaker and Taskmaster.
Okay. That works. I can go with that. Who would you merge Kamala Khan with?
Oh, wait. Kamala Khan.
Definitely
Trinity.
Not bad, Jay.
Trinity.
Oh, that's not fair to Kamala.
Okay. Okay, dude.
Plus, in all likelihood, that version of Trinity is not going to be canon anymore. Stick with canon characters that exist.
Okay, something that's definitively canon, you mean?
Something that's not going to get... yeah.
Cassie was the girl.
Oh, okay, that works. Isn't that what they did in Heroes Reborn, the newer one?
Pretty much. That's like...
Yeah.
Well, and then... Oh, who would you merge?
X-23.
Damien.
Okay, that kind of works because that's what it kind of is. So there you go. QT says Rocket and Lobo. That's a good one. I like that one.
Obviously, the Flash and Quicksilver. Keep that.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? One would have to stay no matter what. It's just too perfect.
What?
Doctor Strange fate. I'm sorry.
Right.
That is, you cannot tell me otherwise. You cannot tell me that is not the most, like, that is still consistent even now.
How about Nightwing and Moon Knight?
Maybe. That would
I think they had that, by the way.
No, wait. Daredevil and Nightwing.
Oh, there you go. That works.
Yep. And
Batgirl.
Batgirl. I was gonna say Starfire could be merged with Elektra. Or Batgirl.
True.
Elektra,
and by Batgirl, I'm talking about Barbara.
Oh, Zatanna. Well, they already have that in here, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
She's the White Witch. I'm talking about Zatanna and Wanda. I gotta say, you know what the weirdest combo was, but it kind of worked?
Yeah.
That was a weird one.
Or how about this? Ra's al Ghul and Apocalypse. That was weird. I'm like, of all the characters.
Dude, open up your hardcover and look at the back inside flap. Look at the back inside flap and read it. Read it.
the Abominable Skulk, Age of Apocalypse.
You get the joke, right?
Yeah, Age of Apocalypse Companion, All-Star X Westerns, Alpha Outsiders, Aqua Mariner. By the way, when I read DC versus Marvel for the first time in this, I love seeing Namor get his ass kicked by Aquaman.
And you know who wrote that?
Who?
Peter David.
Yes!
But,
Love you, Peter David.
Nope. QT Comics, that wouldn't work. Static is not a DC character.
Yeah, he's not. You have to go with a character that DC currently
remember,
owns.
Milestone is not owned by DC. They have this almost irreversible partnership, but they are not combined.
Yeah, DC editorial had a fallout with the McDuffie estate in the 2010s. It was a mess.
Well, from what I heard, they did not like how that New 52 mini went.
Probably.
And not to mention, you literally made a trying to make pretty much your version of Captain Marvel, Naomi, with Superman. Naomi was not a good tribute character. I'm just going to leave it at that. But the whole thing was just in poor taste. It was a mess.
By the way,
Jared, Deathlock and Cyborg.
Yep. By the way, Jared, that one thing saying Age of Apocalypse, you know why was that so funny?
What?
Age of Apocalypse Omnibus and Age of Apocalypse Companion Omnibus. So those are actual omnibuses.
That is really cool how they do that. Yeah.
Yep, and I have them.
Judgment League Avengers. Is it weird that I kind of want these to exist?
I think we all now. Can I say this? I think, especially with Gunn and Feige, now is the most likely time that we could someone be able to convince Disney and Warner Brothers to have a return to this.
We'll see. Tevia says Shazam, Billy Batson, and Mary Marvel merging. No.
Besides, no. I mean,
and Tevia, he's known as Shazam and or the Captain. He's not known as Captain Marvel anymore.
They still make the jokes.
They still make the jokes, but that's not his official name. Jessica Jones and Black Canary, yes.
Kid Flash and Miles. I think now we're just throwing random ones here.
Who would you put Miles with, Robert?
It's really hard to pair Miles Morales.
Wait. If we actually go for a theme, Spider-Bat and Miles is Tim.
Okay.
Spider-Bat, Miles is Tim. Black Cat and Catwoman, duh.
In that case, Green Goblin, the Joker.
Yes.
The Green Jester.
No. Well, I know what the combination was with Goblin? Two-Face.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, I get the double personality thing, but what?
Oh, Batwing and Miles. No, Batwing. No.
Batwing and Iron Man would make more sense than that.
Yep, I would say so. Yep. Batwing and War Machine.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep. Wait. Which Batwing? Remember, there's technically two Batwings.
Luke Fox. Didn't Zimbabwe retire in Batman Incorporated? Because I know he didn't carry.
But he still exists out there. He still exists. I think they have referenced him.
Whenever we talk about Batwing, we are referring to Luke Fox.
I'm just throwing that out there.
I just remembered something. Didn't they try to make him DC's Black Panther and Infinite Frontier? Or did I make that up?
No. You know what they did?
You're thinking about Red Panther was a completely different character.
Yeah, they did in Rebirth, around the time Black Panther came out, the Justice League shows up, and I think it's Africa.
That Christopher Priest wrote those.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Red Skull and Darkseid, no.
No.
Oh,
no.
What do you think about the fact that in the last Access mini, you had Apoc and Darkseid teaming up with Magneto, and I love the bit. Yeah, where Darkseid says, your people follow you out of loyalty. Mine follow me out of fear.
Love that. Tavia says Kate Kane and Spider-Gwen. How would those two mix?
I would think Batgirl would be better with Spider-Gwen in that regard.
Yeah, in that case, just go with that, particularly with the whole Spider and then Bat thing. Except Bruce Timm, she can't sleep with Spider-Man.
Okay, dude,
tone it down.
Vixen works best for T'Challa.
Vixen and Storm, not a bad combination. Vixen
Oh,
and
there
Storm.
you go.
Not bad, Cameron. Not bad.
Oh, but by the way, the fact that in there you had Captain Marvel and the Marvel combined.
So that's just.
Oh yeah,
It's Captain Marvel.
Yep, they kept saying Captain Marvel. Well, you know what? You know what? One thing I would love to see. I would love to see Amalgam meeting Just Imagine.
Oh.
The Just Imagine Stan Lee universe.
If they ever did a tribute anthology for Stan Lee, I could see that happening.
They did it when they brought back Amalgam. In fact, DC went out of their way and did something when Marvel never did to celebrate his 100th birthday.
Yet another reason why DC is better than Marvel. Suck
Yeah,
it, Marvel.
What does that say? They went out of their way to celebrate the 100th birthday of the man who was the big figure of their competition by giving an emphasis on something he just did a quick project on for them. What does that say about DC?
Well, because DC acknowledges that, let me put it this way, the comic book industry would not be where it is today if it were not for Stan Lee. There's no way around that.
And Keith Giffen and
Keith Giffen, Neil Adams, Ramona Flores or whatever.
Yeah. Here are the most important. Who are the writers and artists of these books? Oh, you mean of our books? Is it too much to say don't have Tom King on any Wonder Woman adjacent books?
Try and keep him away from one of those, dude. No, it wouldn't be the Wonder Woman one, but I'm saying
Dark Claw. He could do Dark Claw.
If they were doing new versions of the current ones, yes. If they were doing new mergers,
I would just say stick to regular DC at this point.
There's no point bringing Amalgam back. There's really no point.
Stick to flopping over there. Mysterio and Scarecrow. Okay, that could work.
Wait. You know the perfect part for Scarecrow to merge with? Scarecrow! They both have a Scarecrow! I'm not kidding!
I didn't know that!
Look it up! Look up Scarecrow Marvel.
All right, hang on.
Who would be a good merger for Vulture? That's a hard one.
Are you kidding me?
Man-Bat!
Too similar, but I'll take it.
I'm trying to go for something. But yeah, he does exist. And he came out first.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Ebenezer Loughton.
But because a Scarecrow is too generic, you can only copyright the alter ego and the gimmick.
I see. Wonder Woman and Black Panther, no. If you're talking about Amazon, sure.
Yara!
Ooh.
Yara with Shuri!
That's a good idea.
No comment.
Why is Connor with Nightcrawler?
Maybe that's a little random. Oh, okay. I'm going to say this. Caveat, please don't blow this up. But it would be a perfect one. Mayday and John.
No.
No.
It was just an idea.
It's just too similar to Spider-Boy. It's too similar.
True.
Too similar, and I don't think we want to do that.
That's why I'm. Oh, Apocalypse and Black.
Yes.
Did you know there was a death battle, and it was made clear Apocalypse would kick Black Adam's ass?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's in contact.
That's like Kratos versus Wonder Woman levels of he's gonna get bodied.
# New Direction.
You know, dude. Yeah, exactly.
I had to.
And we need to do that, by the way.
Oh. Who would you merge Constantine with?
That's a hard one, not gonna lie. That is a hard one.
Which one? Who is the biggest a-hole in Marvel? Namor. I'm only kidding. He gets the Venom symbiote.
Hold on.
Because Venom's not all evil.
Stephen Strange. We separate the identities again.
Oh, we didn't think about that.
Yeah, we can separate the identities.
But Stephen Strange is only that way in the beginning. He has not been a jerk since. Okay. You got to remember some of these things.
Okay, if I couldn't do Constantine and Doctor Strange, who else could we?
Who's that X-Men character that's all in white that has the guns?
Oh, Agent X.
Agent X. He's an a-hole.
Okay, they don't have to all be a-hole.
Gambit.
Gambit's not an a-hole.
No, okay, you're talking about two different aesthetics.
Hellstorm,
yeah.
That is perfect. Hellstorm is perfect for that.
Yeah, but
now, okay, Who would we merge the Squadron Supreme with? I wonder. If only there was a analogy at DC that is super.
Well, technically there's two of them.
Yeah, I know.
Justice League International?
No. They actually have in the world. Let me double check. Lord Havoc's world.
Brainiac and Ultron. Yeah, that works. Braintron.
I guess Galactiac was an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree? That was an interesting.
That was pretty cool.
I'm double.
Kingpin and Rupert Thorne. Now, you could swap Rupert Thorne out for
Lord
anyone.
Havoc was Doctor Doom.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, so there's the Extremis, the Revengers. The
Okay, there you
Revengers
go.
and Squadron Supreme.
Oh, Revengers DC? I thought they were Marvel.
No. Revengers are Wildstorm. Wait,
Oh, okay.
Integrated DC.
The Revengers are that's the Ravagers you're thinking.
Oh, okay.
The Revengers were DC's Marvel counterpart, but Lord Havoc became so popular, everyone just kept the Lord Havoc.
Okay, I see. Imperiax and Galactus, yeah. That works really well. The
Onslaught and the Anti-Monitor.
Yeah.
That's an easy one.
Galactus and the Anti-Monitor.
Oh, there you go. I got one. The Wildcats and the X-Men.
No. I gotta say, X-Men Doom Patrol made the most sense.
True. I'll give you that.
That makes sense in the original. It makes sense here.
Mm-hmm.
I got one. Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Suicide
Squad and Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
You kind of
except that's going when the weaker era of Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was not always Suicide Squad light.
No.
When it was first introduced, it was actually villain. You know what the brilliance of the Thunderbolts originally was?
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be a bunch of villains posing as heroes so they could especially when the Avengers were off the board. Thank you, Heroes Reborn. And they were supposed to eventually undermine things and take over the world. But most of them loved being heroes so much that they actually were trying to be redeemed, but
and go
still
straight.
be anti-hero. And they were trying. They have tried, but they keep slipping back.
Oh, Cameron, who would Paul merge with? Lois Lane! There you go!
Eobard Thawne.
Eobard Thawne. It was me, Peter! The whole time, it was me, Peter!
Okay, really, do Lois with Paul?
No, I'm making a joke. But Eobard Thawne with Paul, oh, God.
It's good meme potential. You got to admit.
Good meme. But right away, Dylan. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Al Ewing. I should have.
That was such a funny thing.
This is not the first time Al Ewing has done that. He took total digs at Jason Aaron's She-Hulk during his Immortal She-Hulk run.
Oh, I remember that.
Pretty much saying she's acting stupid. He pretty much called out Aaron that entire one shot, basically making very clear, ignore everything over there. It's going to be made redundant and she'll be back to normal.
Hey, Al Ewing, can you write Wonder Woman for me?
Is it going to be that much better than Tom King's run?
It could.
JJheat. How much worse? At this point, unless it's
Leia
Leia Williams, I don't see it getting much worse.
Wait. JJheat, I got to ask you, honest question. Do you think Aaron could bring an epicness to Wonder Woman, or do you think he might let it get to his head and be male feminist?
It's a mixed bag. It could go one way or the other. Like, it is a real mixed bag.
Well, given DC's editorial and him not having a stupid contract like Bendis, yeah, you're right. It's a mixed bag. It's up in the air.
It could. But here's the thing. The reason why I have confidence in him is because when you read, like, The Mighty Thor, ignoring the fact that he had to BS about how anyone with the hammer becomes Thor, ignore that part. Tom King's wrong. I don't care, Legion. I really don't care. I personally hate the run. It's telling me it's on all these different lists means zero to me.
Not to mention, it's possible they could have gotten their shills advocating for the book. That really
review copy, so I don't trust those things.
Never mind.
But all I'm saying, going back to that Thor, so because he wrote Mighty Thor, and ignoring the fact that he had to BS some things to get like Jane with the Hammer, I gotta say, when I was reading it, I didn't get male feministy.
Except she did.
Just a little bit.
A little bit, especially with the stuff of making it seem like she was better with the hammer than he ever was.
Maybe a little bit, but
and the hammer liked her better.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It was, yeah, you may have had that. It wasn't as in my face than I would expect it to be. That's why, yeah.
Not as bad as the other writers.
Well, and plus the fact, Robert, you and I have both agreed on this. DC, I think, is much more tight on editorial on that. I really feel like DC would at least like check him a little bit.
Yes, I personally agree with that.
Yes, Cameron, to answer your first two comments, I'll go ahead and start with the recent one.
Yeah.
This was around Original Sin when Thor had remembered one of his greatest sins when he was younger, and it was so bad it made him deemed unworthy by Mjolnir.
And Nick Fury whispered it to him, basically saying how all it was simply, what if, what's his name, the butcher?
Gore.
Gore was right. He said, Gore was right, and that was it.
That most pantheons were arrogant scumbags, which is, I mean, mystically true. Most of the
Thor knew that when he took out those who sit above in shadows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even see how that was worth being deposed or being unworthy of the original enchantment.
And the fact he sat on it for so long, I don't think even he knew.
And I'm just like,
I don't think he knew.
You're mystical. You're considered part of a pantheon. You had an arrogant streak a couple centuries ago when you were a kid. Who hasn't?
No, it did not, Tevya. That was a different sin.
That
belonged to Odin.
Yeah, that was Odin's, not Thor's. I know which one you're talking about, Tevya. But for your previous comment, Cameron, Marvel editorial did way more damage from a commercial standpoint than DC's. Way worse. I mean, all new and all different alone.
Oh, and the fact I still laugh it out. Even John Sunjan and Word Balloon, he will still bring up the ridiculous of all the editorials he's asked, saying, was this on purpose? No, it wasn't on purpose. Even he doesn't buy that. Even he's like, really?
So you all had that idea at the exact same moment and decided to implement it at the exact same moment?
And seriously, it's never going to get that bad. Let's be honest. Marvel is never going to do that again. That was their worst attitude. Even the stuff with Paul, at least it's reduced to the Spider-Man book. Then it was everyone. You don't like it, you're an istophobe.
Well, here's the other thing, Robert, and Talati and I said on Two Capes this week when we're talking about Wonder Woman and Spider-Man. The good part about it now is that even if they did do that, we have Ultimate Spider-Man, we have Absolute Wonder Woman, so you have like those escape books where they feel a little more consistent.
Have you noticed that hate is starting up? This fake hate is building on Ultimate Spider-Man for whatever reason. It's from people who want plot-driven over story-driven, where they want action over character stuff.
Action every single issue, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't need to happen. Even regular Spider-Man didn't have action every issue.
Now, admittedly, I fell off after Secret Empire, but I'll go ahead and play devil's advocate for this. If you wanted MJ to be more than Peter's main squeeze, fine. You wanted MJ to make a name for herself, even though and be more than a satellite character. Fair enough. But
they did that when they gave her to Tony, when she had to work for Tony. That worked.
Yeah, that was cool.
I mean, first of all, it's been done before. Second, if you're going to make MJ and Peter quote unquote toxic, even though that's mostly adaptations, but that's a separate conversation, the bit's been done. And not to mention, you randomly get put in a dimension. Time fluctuation's different. You end up developing a trauma bond, which somehow snowballed into a relationship. Like this is Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones House of the Dragon for some reason. And then you have mystical children who technically aren't even real. Look.
First of all, you connect Paul to helping out with genocide, and yet they brush it under the rug.
And no, the DC's kind of guilty of this too, because and Tevye is probably going to comment a storm, but I'm saying this, but I'm going to say it. Jay Nakamura is a villain by most standards.
Yeah,
like he literally staged a coup to get revenge on Bendix and Gamora. The only reason he got away with it is because they couldn't tie him directly to those rogue Suicide Squad members.
Well, but to be honest, Bendix is a horrible being, a human being.
I just love how the villain of that story's name is very similar to Bendis.
But it's
unintentional, I know, but it is kind of funny how that happened after that crappy run.
No, don't get me wrong.
I just thought about who you could combine with Kamala.
Who?
Dreamer.
Oh yeah, there you go. That works.
Hey.
Kang the Conqueror and Kronos. Okay.
It's pull-offable. They have a similar gimmick. It's pull-offable.
Mm-hmm.
But as back to my main point,
Yeah, go ahead.
you can make MJ stand out more than just being Peter's love interest, but this was not the way to go about it. Like this very idea in its inception crashed and burned almost immediately.
You had the fact that in these summaries they kept on and they would say it was an error. Yeah, right. It was multiple issues claiming that she and Paul were married.
Didn't they also? So it's kind of funny. I love how they had to reveal that Paul has erectile dysfunction. They did that. So people can say, "Don't worry, he's not gonna sleep with Mary Jane."
But the fact that you had that editorial knew what they were doing, but they soon realized we can't BS this.
Yeah. See, here's the thing: when they started the whole run with "What did Peter do?" and everyone's like, well, "What'd you do?" and then they took too long to get to that point, and when they got to that point, it was a crappy thing.
And it's the most obvious thing. What made it worse? Okay, Peter screwed up all of his ties with his friends and everything to try and get MJ back. That's in character.
Yeah.
He would do that.
That's something Peter would do.
But have MJ then be like, "Oh, why are you so mad at me?"
Or how about Peter never tries to talk to the Avengers saying, "Guys, I can't talk right now. Time is of the essence. I need this. Please trust me." And yes, Tevia brings up a good point. The death of Kamala Khan just so they can make her a mutant was BS.
Yeah.
Of all the ways you could change that, you kill her off, not even in the Champions book where it would make somewhat logical sense.
And then she brought back a power she lost.
Mm-hmm.
Shape-shifting. She lost that.
Mm-hmm. And it's just so shoehorned in. Okay, the only way you could even possibly, and I mean possibly, salvage this concept is if it was a parallel or an alternate Gwen Stacy, especially since you debuted this run, the anniversary when Gwen Stacy was killed off.
By the way, I gotta say, is it just me of all the Spider characters, Black Cat's the one who's been doing the best thanks to Ted McKay.
Yeah, I like her a lot. She's great.
Yeah, she is reaching a stardom she hasn't seen in a long time.
Yeah, and I think she's going to cross over with the Avenger book soon.
She's currently in the event, guest starring in it, yeah.
Which, by the way, that Avengers versus X-Men thing is a lie. They teased it on the cover as the Avengers fighting the X-Men. So you probably think, oh my gosh, we're going to see at least the battle, me, Mike, and Joel. They play a freaking baseball game.
Dude, I've seen that type of cover so many times. I'm more like, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, when I read it, and it's not, they mark it literally in the next issue Avengers versus X-Men? And I'm like, shut up.
Tevia makes a good point. It's funny.
You know what's funny?
Now.
We also have Dan Slott's Spider-Boy still happening right now. Oh.
Because it's a different character, though.
Yeah, that's probably how he got the idea. His run had lasted over 15 years, now that I think about it.
It would be hilarious. I wonder. Oh, that's a character we can merge with Trinity. Spider-Boy.
I was about to say, yeah.
They're both useless. They're redundant.
I mean, there's some elements I like of Spider-Boy. So the concept is an interesting one.
Mm-hmm. But QT says, I hated the X-Men Krakoa. Okay, so here's...
Started good.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the thing. It was a great idea to start. It's just... And actually, Hickman actually addressed this. He said, once I got them to the island, it was taken away from me.
Exactly. Yeah, the fact they told him you can't end it at Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After Hickman left the book, Krakoa just crashed and burned.
Well, because here's what it was. He created a safety bubble for these writers to do whatever the heck they want and just keep it there and have no consequences or anything. He gave them a dream job for especially those who have agendas on the brain.
Yeah, and then you add on the fact that death means absolutely zero when it comes to X-Men or in the general Marvel universe because they changed it so anyone can be brought back with the resurrection thing. Hey, what's up, Giratina? Yes, happy Friday.
Then you have Dan Slott doing his classic retcons of he didn't like that Frank was a mutant, so he said Rich is not a mutant. Just like how he hated the idea that Jean DeWolf was in love, actually might have loved Peter. So we had the retcon in a flashback session with the symbiote, where it's revealed she liked him like a brother. You don't have clippings and everything of a person you look at as a brother.
Oh, speaking of that, remember when Peter tells Mary Jane, I've always considered you a sister.
Tell that to CW.
Even when I slept with you, and I'm like, Marvel, this isn't working. Of all the relationships to do this with, that's not the one to do that with.
Right.
The very fact that the CW got away with it is staggering.
And you know what also really bothered me? How they just built and demonized Moira Taggart. Because she was they're out. They had to demonize her and make her a villain.
Yeah,
and Moira's not even a villain like that. I mean, a scorned lover of Xavier, sure.
She's never been a villain. And then they retcon that like all the reboots drove her crazy, and I'm like, but
they didn't start off that way.
No, it's like
now I don't mind to a point stopping her from being able to do it, basically cutting off ties from the reboot. That I do think that was clear they're out, but I think that would have been a messy out. Even I feel that would have been a messy out, let's be honest. But
and remember when they almost killed MJ because Moira was going to wear her skin suit, and I'm
that
like,
that was obviously a lie. They were never going to do that.
Yeah, it's really, really, really stupid. Oh yeah, QT Wonder Woman 14. I know it is bad, isn't it?
Wait, wasn't that a tie-in to Absolute Power issue 14?
No. Absolute Power is the birth of Trinity. Oh wait,
14,
so you see
14 is the birth of Trinity.
Yeah, have you seen the preview for what Robert has? Have you seen JJheat? Have you seen the preview for issue 17?
What is with
It's more of the same with Diana doing nothing and Donna swearing and
really weak Saint Pierre artwork on her face.
So I asked, some people have been commenting on that. So here are the funny tweets. Someone said they got into Roy's drugs. Like that's why she looks like dead in the eyes and stuff. Or it's like, again, she's telling Trinity as a baby the how she found her father, and it's more Steve Trevor worship. And I'm like, dude, if you wanna date Steve Trevor, just go do it. It's fine. It's honestly, it would be hilarious if I were the next Wonder Woman writer and couldn't do whatever I want. The next thing I do is he steps on a landmine.
Okay.
If I were the next one and say, "Oh, that was actually a life model decoy. He never really came back." But how much would I bet when Wonder Woman is punching a wall? That's what I told Britt this, and Robert. I want to get your thoughts on this. It would be really stupid of King, but honestly, it would be in keeping with this run if the whole time it's the Wonder Girls taking down the Sovereign, and then Diana is going to go get Steve. So instead of fighting her nemesis, she's getting Steve back.
I mean, yeah, it's possible with the mythology.
And again, having Donna curse, what the heck?
He does that with every character. It's his fetish. That's what it is.
At least he came up with a character for Killing Time and Penguin, and they made fun of it.
Yeah, or it's like even in Penguin. Penguin's the type of character that would curse.
Well, he didn't curse that much.
Oh, he curses like a sailor.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, but in that book, not as much. And he totally mocks, like, it swears a lot.
Yeah, exactly. The common people don't curse. If he is Diana curse, I am.
I'm pretty sure that's one thing editorial's keeping him on a leash for. And again,
Legion, we know you absolutely love it. We get it.
I was saying, other Amazons, especially Artemis, would curse.
Yeah, by Legion, quick question: how much Wonder Woman have you read? I just want to know.
Like I said, for me personally, I've read consistently since 600.
Yep. There you go. Yeah, Legion, how much Wonder Woman have you regularly read?
It's funny. I go from her mad to changing of her status quo story into another status quo change.
Yeah, I know. That's really funny.
And then back to another status quo change.
Yeah, exactly.
We appreciate it, Legion.
A fair amount and not a ton. Because here's why, Legion. Here's why Robert and I, the reason why we're hypercritical, or at least
you more than me.
I'm more critical than Robert, but let me put it this way: the reason why we have these criticisms, because we've been reading, we read a lot of Wonder Woman, and let me put it this way: the King story. Here's the sad part.
That's not good.
No, it's not like there's not potential there,
Yeah,
but here's
there
the
was
problem.
potential.
This is a bad Wonder Woman story. Because here's why. Wonder Woman doesn't fight the U.S. government that much.
Now, I still say this. Tying this to Amazon's Attack of the Beast up in part made sense.
Yeah, but then you
Wait,
had
well,
to
yeah,
actually
yeah, at
acknowledge Amazon's attack. So that was its first strike.
True, but at least we were able to get the other Amazon Attack, which even you admit was better.
Hey, Britt, hey, what's up, Britt? King is a hypocrite. But since Britt is here, sorry, Robert, I gotta play your intro.
Go ahead.
I gotta say, playing that intro now is so much funnier now that Robert is a Comics League co-host.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I just changed the tab. I didn't even look at it.
Oh, god damn it! What's up? What's up?
But I just got to ask this, and Legion, please feel free to respond in the chat as well. Why wasn't Sovereign marketed as part of the absolute power in the Trinity of Evil? If Sovereign is this big influence, if he's the quote-unquote king of America, could he just sanction and legally justify everything Waller was doing?
Here's what I think, personally. One, it's clear. You know what I really liked about Sovereign? It's King trying to do his own take on the Court of Owls type of idea of the secret behind the scenes force behind everything.
But then here's the problem with that. Why was no one knew this guy was? No one in the government knew that this was. Amanda Waller didn't know the Sovereign existed. She would have referenced it.
To be fair, people didn't know the Court of Owls existed until.
Yeah, but that's different. It's more localized. It's just like, yeah, they just hang out in Gotham City. Hey, what's up, Nerdette?
Oh, hey, Tris.
Tris, how you doing?
Thank you.
All right, Tris, if you want a link to come in and hang out, I'll send you a link.
Yeah,
he wasn't yes, he was. He was marketed as the main, as the power.
Yes,
no.
Yes. Well, no. Now, I get why he's there. Sovereign could help with the unit. It would not be helping in Waller's overall plan. Let's be honest. She wouldn't. She would not. And also, you got to remember this. This is not the first time where what King was doing was not referenced in the main event. City of Bane. Notice, any Bane scene was written by Williamson. None of that was done by King. You know, like he didn't even have a shout out in that. King didn't even write anything in that one preview story that was meant to lead in. You know, to City of Bane, You're the Villain, all that. The You're the Villain one shot.
The gift.
Mm-hmm.
No, not the gift. I'm talking about that one shot. That 25 cents one shot.
And by the way, Legion, I know that what we're saying is that he should have been. If he's this big bad, he should have been involved in Absolute Power.
That's true. But like
he was mentioned in the
wait, what?
He was mentioned in the free comic book day issue in a character bio.
Again,
that doesn't count. He has to play a role in Absolute Power.
What role did it play that matches with Waller?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Though. His stuff does not match up with Waller, except for him causing disarray and everything that she could take advantage of.
Yeah, but they should have referenced that. You reference because this is a little because it feels like they just ignored it.
The Flashpoint Batman stuff. Well, not funny enough, Williamson had to fix that.
Yeah, he did have to fix that.
Actually made what King did tolerable and acceptable to a point.
That's 100% what they're gonna do as soon as he leaves Wonder Woman. Someone's gonna come in here and at least clean it up and like go, okay, we're gonna.
They're not
gonna trash it. I wouldn't want them to trash it because that's rude to anyone that contributed. But they're gonna at least add context and go, here's why this may make sense.
With the Flashpoint Batman, I loved it because it made it clear all Thomas Wayne knew was himself. So in his mind, he thought Bruce was an alternate version of himself, and he didn't want him to go through it. He didn't realize why should he? The importance of Bruce throughout the multiverse.
Yeah, and Legion, I didn't say frontline character. I say he has to play a role. I never said frontline character.
If I get what role? I got to defend that. What role?
Because he's the head of America. Technically, he's Sovereign's boss. Technically, he's Waller's boss.
Especially since you wouldn't even.
He's the king of all of America. What country does Amanda Waller work for?
You wouldn't even need the. You wouldn't even need the.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, JJheat.
if Sovereign was involved, you wouldn't even need the Amazo Elite. You could just have Sovereign leverage the current president of the United States. Super superheroes are outlawed. Yeah, it'd be similar to what Marvel did a few years back, but that would be it wouldn't be as
and
convoluted.
Legion. Yeah, you should at least had him like the Emperor going on this. Yeah, the Emperor.
No, I'm positive this is similar to the Bane stuff. And in this case, it was up in the air. If Williamson and Wade wanted to use the Sovereign for something, King probably might have let him make a reference. But they didn't see a point because there really isn't a point when they already have the three, their trinity that they had already. You had enough. Sovereign would have just been a little overboard, if you ask me.
The hilarious part is when they said Trinity of Evil, there's no Wonder Woman villains.
Unfortunate. Yeah, you had a Superman villain, an overall DC villain, and a Batman villain.
Yeah, I'm like, if you want us to be because in the context of DC, when you say Trinity, there's one way this makes sense, and it ain't Tom King's lame ass daughter character. So Sovereign is supposed to be in control of the government or military. He absolutely, pun intended, should be in connected with Waller, or at least in contact. They could have had a thing where Waller reports to him, and he's like the Emperor in Star Wars.
Just realize, remember, technically, Commander Sergeant Steele is working with the Sovereign.
Yeah, he is.
Steele had no clue what Waller was doing until what her full scheme was. So clearly, Waller would be manipulating even the Sovereign.
If Sovereign can be manipulated by an underling, he is even more of a moron than King.
Waller is an exception in that regard.
If he's supposed to be this big king, no, I'm sorry. There's no way that works.
Fart. He's an old fart.
Well,
dude. Come on.
This is the same guy who left his own address in Steve Trevor's car. JJheat, did you hear about this? Do you know how Detective Chimp found the Sovereign? The address was found in Steve Trevor's car.
I don't get that. I do not. I mean,
so this guy, wait, Wonder Woman's Joker is a freaking moron.
Look at that though. This Detective Chimp, when written well, he could figure it out without needing something to point him in that direction.
Detective is in his name.
I still remember that Detective Chimp Helmet of Fate one shot where he was just able to look around in the room and deduce everything, tell them everything as he's walking out the door, and he's saying, where are you going? Oh, I'm heading home. I already figured out and gave you everything you needed. See ya.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. King clearly wants to write Detective Chimp more than he does Wonder Woman. All the characters he's bringing in are all the characters he would rather be writing. You know how I know that? Because which characters are actually fighting Sovereign?
On the Amazon, Superman, and Detective Chimp.
The Wonder Girls, Clark Kent, who, by the way...
The Amazon, because it's clear they were meant to be just Amazons.
Yeah, again, the Sovereign talks to Clark Kent. He talks to a journalist.
And I'm surprised he doesn't have a beat that Sovereign knows he's Superman. I'm surprised he hasn't gone that far.
Trust me, he will. Oh, I knew you were Superman the entire time. Oh my gosh. No,
really?
No, but Legion, I know that. But my point is, when Detective Chimp is doing more in this plot than Wonder Woman is to fight the Wonder Woman's villain, that's my issue. I'm not against. To be clear, let me clarify. I'm not against Detective Chimp himself being included in the book. Okay, dude. No, I'm not shooting you a link, Legion. I've talked to you about this on Instagram. There was literally the issue ends with Clark Kent knocking on the door. Sovereign opens the door. And the guy goes, Clark Kent from the Daily Planet, we got a minute to speak. At no point is it said that the Sovereign shut the door in his face. If that's what, let me put this way, Legion, if it was meant to say that he didn't talk to Clark, then Tom King should say that.
Tom King has been really bad at just skipping key information.
Yeah, because you know why.
To get resolved in the Amazon attack stuff.
Yeah, because guess what? This is the uncomfortable truth about Tom King. Are you ready? He is a lazy writer. He is a lazy writer on main books. Because guess what? He's like, that's it. He is a lazy writer.
He relies on decent.
Well, Elseworlds and mini series. He's fine on minis. Do not ever put him on a long book because he cannot handle that because he gets too stuck in the weeds.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Anyway.
Well, I'm checking
dude, then to turn the page and Jimmy specifies that if they got the story from elsewhere. No, I know, but still.
Well,
I got that.
I'm checking myself.
Okay, and Legion, they didn't skip it. That wasn't the end. There were 3 story sources. Okay, is he talking about the editor's notes? It's been a while.
No, he's talking about at the end. At the end, they exposed the Sovereign on TikTok. So, by the way, again, Clark Kent is doing more to fight the Sovereign than Diana is. Okay, here's why I'm pissed off. Because King himself, go to the first Comic Pop podcast he did to promote his crappy run. He basically said the Sovereign's supposed to be Wonder Woman's Joker. Now, JJheat, you're a smart guy. For someone to be the arch enemy of a character, they must fight said character, right?
Right. Or at least have some kind of philosophical battle or a debate or something of gravitas. Any confrontation of any kind.
By the way, here's what it says right here. The story was quite the sensation. Headlines around the world. The tenacious Mr. Kent, following leads provided by the chimp, discovered troves of evidence linking our family to American history. 300 years of sacred secrecy was tossed in the waste bin. Again, this is Superman and Chimp doing this. Where's Diana?
Exactly. If he's supposed to be her villain, this is like
for months she did nothing. Then she sent her girls to steal our money. Then she sent her chimp. Now they say she sent Detective Chimp, but they still allocating him to do all the work.
Where is that? First off, where is that? No, I mean, where is the scene of Diana sending it to Chimp?
I mean, what is he?
By the Chimp, that's from the Sovereign himself. No. And Clark Kent. You're missing that very vital part, Legion.
No, well, do your Chimp, then send Clark. But yeah, now, I just realized, you know what just dawned on me? You know what I think King's trying to go for? King is trying to have Diana act like Sovereign in working behind the scenes.
Because that's not what Diana is.
Well, I know, but I think that's what King's going for. He's trying to see like he's pushed her to that she's going to be working more in the shadows. Like
this is what happens when you assign a writer to a book they didn't want to do in the first place, and obviously know nothing about Diana.
Mm-hmm.
You say it never. Okay, Legion, where's your evidence that it didn't happen? Because all I know is that he talked to. There's nothing that explicitly says Sovereign didn't talk to Clark. Show me where it explicitly says he didn't talk to Clark. Go ahead, JJheat.
Okay, let's actually play devil's advocate on this. Say all of it. Say all of this. It's like everything building up, like Sovereign, unalive Steve Trevor, Diana wants.
Ooh, I found it.
What?
I found it.
Okay.
Share it.
It says right here, hold on. Let me share the screen. It says the way it's phrased. Hold on. Let me share it.
By the way, Britt brings up Legion, calm down. Britt says King is doing exactly what he criticized other runs of doing. I'll get back to that in a second. Go ahead.
Right here. Back to the sin sum of a man. According to Mr. Kent, personal friend of mine, the Sovereign claims his family use. The Sovereign claims. That means he had to talk to him.
Yeah. Bingo!
That phrasing right there. The Sovereign.
Bingo! The Sovereign, according to Clark, the Sovereign claims. How would he claim? How would Clark know that what he's claiming if he didn't talk to him? And if the secret King of America talked to a frickin' journalist, then he has the brain power of a pea.
Exactly.
Oh, God damn it. This run is stupid. And wait, Cersei is defeated by a chimp. Yes, and the Spectre, but still, it's keep reading, bro. Jimmy has a whole point of where no, I'm not saying the story doesn't go that, but I'm saying that part says that Clark spoke to the Sovereign. Yeah, that's what we're talking. I'm not saying that Clark gave out the entire story, Legion. You're missing the point. No, we're moving on from this, Legion. We're moving on from this. I get that you want to defend the run. That's your right. But in our opinion, at least
you do not know, please. You do not realize how many times I push back on Jared. You don't know how much I push back on him and do not go overboard with stuff. So but I'm not going as far as you are either.
Britt brings up an excellent point. Why is Jimmy Olsen in a Wonder Woman book?
Yeah. Okay, wait. Read that page. Which page is he talking about?
I think he wants us to read the whole thing. We're not doing that, Legion.
No.
We're not doing that, Legion. Move on. God damn it. All right, next.
And that wasn't the third page. That was in the third page of that story, by the way. The Sovereign claims.
Yeah, if the Sovereign's claiming, if according to Clark, the Sovereign claims, that implies that Sovereign talked to a jerk.
Oh, and Clark writes that this man, who apparently, and I bet humbly, calls himself the Sovereign, claims to be, and may in fact be, the secret king of the United States of America. He claims to be. That's in the second page. The second page.
But Diana was only in about 5 pages of 22 in her own book. Yeah, exactly. The Cersei page, the page of Sovereign Sister.
That's giving further evidence beyond what Clark is. That doesn't say Clark didn't talk and anything.
Yeah, Legion, we're not disputing that Jimmy's exposing the Sovereign. All we are saying, again, is that Clark talked to the Sovereign. That's it. Go ahead, JJheat.
Okay, before Jared starts having an aneurysm, I think I could put all this to
I'm
rest.
about to.
Okay, I'll play devil's advocate here. Say the Amazons are still skewed by the American government thanks to steel and everything in Amazon's attack, exclamation point. Let's say that Diana can't actively get involved. Just have Diana, especially since the whole superhero community reacted to Steve Trevor's death, go to Batman and Superman like, hey, I need you guys to work the case on this Sovereign guy. He played a role in Steve Trevor being unalived. I just need you to build a case for me. That's the only thing I'm asking, because I cannot risk my sisters being politically targeted for what I'm about to do otherwise. And that would have been the end of it.
That's all you had to do. All you had to do, here's what you had to do. You ready? Show us in an issue Diana going to Detective Chimp and all these people and just saying, hey, listen, can you handle this while I go do this?
It's all off screen.
That's all. That's all. I would have. It would have still been lazy, but hey, you would have at least addressed it.
How much of the writing here is done off screen or not even clarified? Like the Wonder Woman stuff with the hair.
Yeah.
Still doesn't make sense.
Nothing in this room. By Tevia, that's a good point to bring up because people on Twitter are calling this the Zeb Wells run of Wonder Woman.
The only thing I would say different is that King is not being as hostile in the book towards the fans as
Zeb Wells
or Nick Lowe are in the Spider-Man book.
There's still time.
No,
There's still time.
I don't think they're gonna let him.
There's still time. There was a hashtag campaign going on. But anyway, so
he's not going to pay attention to that dude.
We'll see. This man was influenced by Twitter to put the Wonder Girls in the book. There's no limit to what a narcissist will want to do for attention. Anyway.
I'm not touching that one.
Yeah, this run is super lazy. Yes, it is. That's why it's lazy. Too much work is being done off screen. And frankly, this is why Diana...
I hope not, Cameron.
So I guess there's no chance of getting the Sovereign. No. Do not put this a-hole in a movie. Legion, we're not saying the Spectre didn't. We're just saying Clark talked to the Sovereign. That's it. You are missing the point, bro.
And what is Diana doing here? Unless you're going with my theory that she's trying to be more like the Sovereign here to take him down.
No, she's raising Trinity. That's what she's doing. In this issue, she brings Trinity to meet
badly. We already know she's going to do it badly.
That's it. That is literally it. And she's going to be a bad mom because Trinity said, oh, yeah, my mother's toxic. Yeah, Tom King, you got onto this book to tell us that, to make people believe that Wonder Woman's awesome. You are doing the opposite.
By the way, did you hear that the Book of L book got canceled or dropped? Is going to come out later in the year?
No, I was excited for that.
Well, not many people really promoted it before when it was revealed, so it could have been a case where they did it too early.
It could also be the other thing. People are like, "Why are you doing a Future State book when Future State's not the thing anymore?" King doesn't know how to actually show the depth of the story because he doesn't actually believe in Diana as a character. She's just a plot piece. That's what it kind of comes off of. Legion of Comics. I quit crit now. We don't want Jared to lose his voice. Thank you. Protect me. Cover. Yeah, I was looking for it because I love Philip Kennedy Johnson on Superman.
It's going to come out later this year.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to get delayed.
Now, I'm moving on from the Wonder Woman book. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, moving on from this discussion, let's do a nice little celebration of Robert because today is his birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you very much.
How's your day been so far?
I did a stream earlier today, mostly me playing some games on there, just sampling, showing off of it. I had my Pro Teaches Noobs today on George Perez's Sirens. It wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely did a lot of good to it. But it's also a reminder of why Perez needed either another writer or a better editor.
Dope.
I'm not saying that to diss Perez.
Okay.
Don't think I'm saying that to diss Perez.
No. Any writer needs a that's on there. Even the best writer. Because I'm of the opinion that you never, ever want. Look, really, you don't want. I'm against when creators have 100% control.
Which is what Perez did here. And again, it's good. A lot of really good ideas, but it's the typical artist writing a book.
Yep. You got people wishing you happy birthday.
Thank you very much, everyone. And then I was on Tristan for Jackbox. And and then this.
By the way, Cameron asked a question for you, Robert. Have you been enjoying Lois the Superwoman, aka Zois? Sorry, I had to. I'm an asshole. My God. How have you been enjoying?
Can't even give me a break on my birthday.
Yeah, I know. How are you enjoying Lois Superwoman? It's obviously temporary.
I'm enjoying it for what it is so far. What little we've seen of it so far,
Talania. Jeez. All right. We promise. Stop with the Zoas, people. Go on.
I am personally enjoying it. I'm interested in where this is going. It's clearly temporary. They're making no secret about that. And I'm just curious. It's like I am liking the writing of how Lois is being handled with this, where she's seen Clark do it enough. She's Williams is clearly taking advantage of the fact that by being the wife of Superman, she has access to all this stuff to help her. She has all these allies. She's not going to be stupid and take it upon herself to do that and everything.
Legion brings up a good point. What if this is a plot point to bring Zod to Earth so he can come and get his powers back?
That's obviously where they're going.
Oh, that would be dope. I would love that.
The one thing more so than Woman that I'm loving is bringing back that species that put Doomsday in the green suit in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm loving best. But here's something I said on Tristan's stream earlier. And I'm going to get a little heavy, emotional here. If you guys, but bear with me, all right?
All right, I gotcha.
Growing up, I only had a handful of friends. Very few, that I would consider legit friends. Even in high school. A lot of people I thought were friends, looking back, never invited me to stuff or anything like that. There wasn't already a gathering, which makes me wonder, were they friends or were they just being nice to me? It's still hard to say. You know how that is?
Mm-hmm.
But then I had gained some online friends from my friends Eric and Alex, and they've been, I eventually meet up with them, making them definitely true, good friends. And then I would meet up with my friend Ingrid through work, of course. But eventually, through these channels, especially through Tris, and now with you and you, Jared, among others, I feel like I'm actually having a whole bunch of friends. The fact that most of the day was not me sitting on my butt, being alone, speaks volumes, doesn't it?
I really appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me cry, bro. Oh,
yeah,
man.
especially once you invited me, I just felt like this is gonna be a great capper for my day. This is gonna be a great capper for it.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. I brought you on even as a co-host of the channel because here's the thing. What I like to do with Comics League is you don't have to agree with me on the channel. Yeah. You and I disagree on a lot.
Yep, definitely. I mean, come on, myself with Clovis.
Yeah, but the thing is first off, we're not people that take that way too seriously some people on Twitter. And it's more we can have fun conversations, but that's what it's supposed to be. I mean, just fun.
I've made no secret. My reason why I do not care for Super Wonder, and it's a big one for me anyway, for most of the time I've ever read him, she calls him Kal-El. And that always stuck with me.
Okay.
that she looks at him as Kal-El first, and there have been some cases of him, someone bringing up that he's Clark, and she's saying he's Kal-El. That is who he is, and that has stuck. Now you could say with that poor writing, whatever, maybe, but clearly other writers treated that way. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep having her call him Cal.
Yeah, exactly.
So in my eyes,
that's fine.
That is why I just always saw them as good friends, close friends, but nothing romantic that isn't an Elseworld.
Well, and that's fair enough. It's like, again,
that's my argument. That's all.
Yeah. And that's a valid argument because you actually use points instead of like, it's because of nostalgia reasons. No, it's not just because of that, because you have your own stuff. But it's like,
do that, I just simply say, look at Frank Miller and then say it never should work.
But the idea is like, because think about comics, there are things with I disagree with. There are things with Brit with even Brit that I disagree with.
I want to hear what JJheat also wants to say.
Yeah, go ahead, JJheat. Go ahead, JJheat.
Okay, first of all, my pun in the private chat aside, sorry I had to.
Right.
But be that as it may, quick product plug, I know, I promise. But so that's what I like. That's one of the best things I like about me and Jay's new direction verse, because we technically have two Superman. The new 52 Superman is more akin to a Kal-El of sorts, whereas you still have pre-crisis Clark plus Flashpoint. You get the post-crisis. Thank you. You get the best of both worlds. And Robert, if you ever do have the time to look over the new direction verse videos, I highly appreciate it.
I checked a little. It's not my thing, but I do feel like your creative ideas are very interesting and good.
Because the idea of it, Robert, is that we wanted to make it so all the fans can be happy and we don't have to take anything away from people.
Exactly. I understand that completely. Don't get me wrong. I completely understand.
And that's even what Britt and I kind of do with our stuff. But yeah, so, and Robert, very, very, very happy to have you on board. It was the easiest decision I could do. By the way, unanimous vote of all of us, because again, the OGs have to all vote unanimously to add someone else. Unanimous vote.
Yep. And hey, I've been a good guy. I've not been a dick or anything.
Well, it's because here's the thing. Here's the thing. The other reason I brought Robert on is not only because I trust him, but because I've collabed with him so many times on the channel. I might as well at this point.
I'm double checking how many times you've actually been on PTN. Give me one sec.
Yeah.
But I do a playlist. I do a playlist, so that's for me to keep
track. I have a playlist, sweet.
But yeah, you do.
Yeah, sweet. But yeah, it's one of those things where I was like, okay, it just makes logistical sense to have him on as well.
Right. But hold on, including the two upcoming ones, you've been on 48 times.
Mm-hmm.
Although Pika has been on 82, and he's coming up on. We still have a bit of ways, but he's coming up on being taking the spot for my most frequent. Someone else has that currently, but we'll see how much longer that'll be.
I'll break that record. Anyway, so I think that this is a good place to leave it. We had a fun discussion, lots of rants. Oh my gosh, I need to have some tea after this one, but it's all good. And Legion, I love you, brother. It's all good. So, Robert, where can we find you, and what have you got coming out on your channel?
Got my YouTube channel, of course. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, Jerry and I are going over both of the Amazon attack stories minis. The first one was that
one. The second one? Yeah. Legion. Wait until you see my Saturday night rant. And yes, QT, of course.
I'm going to say I have that. I'm coming up with my 500th, in which case it's been voted on. I'll be going over Civil War 1 versus Civil War 2.
Go.
Oh, boy.
And hey, I'll be honest. I got to tell you guys right up front, Civil War 1 is the best.
Well, yeah, of the two. Why wouldn't you? But
yeah, and obviously my birthday today. Anyone wants, you can join up, you can subscribe, whatever on my channel. Hope you don't mind me. Yep.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
For me tomorrow, I still got to assign a movie for movie night, or we may skip. But anyway, for Super Wonder,
haven't seen the pilot yet.
We'll do that. We'll do the Wonder Woman pilot. But anyway,
send it to everyone else, obviously, because where else are they going to find it?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Send it to me on Twitter, and then I'll put in the chat. Actually, you know what? You're in the group chat. Just drop it in there. So anyway,
all right. Yep. I'll do that
so
right now.
so for Super Wonder, Britt and I are going to do a full-on stream discussing our multiverse that we have built. Because here's the thing. So JJheat, you and I have the New Direction verse. She and I have the Shelterverse. So I got 2 omniverses I'm working right now.
That's fair. That's fair.
Remember how many omniverse that I have in my head? That I've
Oh,
never done
yeah,
anything.
I'm sure. But so I have that. For my for my Wonder Woman Wednesday, I'm going to discuss why Wonder Woman deserves respect from DC. And yeah, on that, you had something to add, JJheat? And then go ahead, work in with Fine June. What have you got coming out?
Yeah, my video's probably lagging a bit, so I'm going to turn my camera off for a second.
Yeah.
But you can find me at JJheat Blaze or JJheat75 on Twitter or X. Please stay tuned this Sunday, where New Direction Verse returns with Kryptonian Empire. But
Nice.
Also stay tuned for more Swole Tour content and new Mass Effect Saturday. That's still going to be in effect. I might, and again, we're still on the road to 300 subscribers. But either way, I am truly honored and blessed, not only for my coworkers, but to all of you for supporting each and every one of us so far.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. So stay heroic, everyone. Robert, you know what's coming. Actually, you know what? I won't do the Lois Lane part because it's your birthday. Steve Trevor, Steve Never, he belongs 6 feet in the ground. Okay, this one I have to do. Zois the Maxibat for life. See you later.